Welcome back to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. In the previous segment we cleared Ibsen's castle and we found out that there are 4 shrines which protect the entrance to Terra. So we're going to visit the 4 shrines and our party will be divided in teams of 2 members. We will only get to control one of the teams. Zidane will team up with Quina, so that's going to be fun. And there's going to be a boss battle during this segment, and I will also be doing a few extra things before I travel to Terra. The boss fight that we're going to have is going to be very simple, so we really don't need to worry all that much. First we're going to visit the Water Shrine, and Dagger and Eiko will team up. All these shrines are very easy to find, so you won't have any issues. Plus you can talk with the sailor in the corner and he will give you some tips on where to find each shrine. So yeah, this guy will give us tips and will pretty much tell us the location of the shrines, but they're very easy to find, like I said. So we're going to go from the castle towards the first location right now. It's very close by. Don't worry about equipping anyone aside from Zidane and Quina, because we won't control the other party members, which is a shame because I wish we could control all the teams so that we could have 4 different boss fights, but that just won't work here. To be honest, this is probably the most powerful team. I mean, both Eiko and Dagger can summon monsters that can destroy cities, so you wouldn't think that this challenge would be a big deal for them. So now we're going to head towards the Wind Shrine and we need to travel back to the Forgotten Continent. We just need to turn around here. And Vivi and Steiner will team up, which actually makes sense because Steiner can use Magic Sword if he's paired up with Vivi. so that will leave Zidane and Quina, which I think is rather appropriate, honestly. But here's the Wind Shrine. Honestly, I think Zidane got the best party member. Plus, Quina has a unique ability during this boss fight that makes the entire thing hilarious. You want to be protected against earth magic. There's plenty of items that will protect you. For example, the Gaia gear actually absorbs earth magic. So if you do this, both Zidane and Quina can be immune and absorb earth magic, and that will make the boss fight very easy. Even though regardless if you do this or not, the boss isn't hard at all, so you really don't need to worry all that much. The Earth Shrine is located near Kuja's Desert Palace. You'll notice the ground shaking as you approach it. It's located in the outer continent. Right over here. Again, double check that both Quina and Zidane can absorb earth magic, and that will make things much easier. So here's the Earth Shrine. As soon as Zidane and Quina place the mirror inside, that will trigger the appearance of the boss. But once again, this is one of those guys who gives a long speech, but in the end they're nothing special. The only guardian that we don't get to meet during this segment is the Water Shrine Guardian. I don't know why they don't introduce him. Remember these words from Quina. Quina eats everything. And Quina is about to eat this boss. This guy doesn't even know what's coming, because he's going to end up in a very bad place. Okay guys, so the battle against the Earth Guardian is very simple. His attacks aren't anything special. First we'll start by stealing with Zidane as per usual. That's what he's here for. Having the ribbon will weaken its magical attacks quite a lot. As you can see, Blizzaga didn't do a lot of damage at all. You can also steal an Avenger from him, so let's make sure we get that. And Bad Breath works wonders here. It will slow him, blind him, and put him on the mini status, so he's rather weak. And we also got the Avenger right away, so this fight at this point is a joke. I don't believe he has anything else for us to steal. He has over 20,000 health points, so we're going to drop his health to below 25%, and then Quina will have a nice meal. Even though if he does manage to somehow have Quina enter trance mode, then Quina will be able to eat the Earth Guardian when he still has 50% of his health or less, so this fight won't be hard at all. And I think instead of Twister I'll just use Frog Drop next. Earthquake won't do anything. In fact, both party members will absorb the damage, so we really have nothing to worry about. You just have to do a couple of thieveries. If you haven't been stealing with Zidane, then you can just strike him. But our goal is to get his health below 25%, and then we can finish off this fight rather quickly. Plus with auto region it doesn't even matter. These attacks do a little bit of damage because we'll recover our health very quickly. I don't think I've dealt enough damage at this point, so let's use another thievery. Oh, well, he's done for, because Quina is going to enter trance mode, so when Quina enters trance mode, Quina will have the cook ability, and with the cook ability Quina can eat any enemy as long as the enemy's health is equal or below 50%, so this guy is done for. it's going to be a rather sad end for him, the most pathetic defeat by a boss in the game in my opinion. There are a lot of bosses who are very easy in this game, you can beat them with healing items and so on, but this guy, yeah, he ends up in Quina's belly. I think that has to be the funniest ending to a boss battle in Final Fantasy IX, or actually in any Final Fantasy game pretty much, because it's just hilarious to me that Quina can actually eat the boss. No matter what you say to Amarant, he will always say that he understands why he lost to Zidane. But nonetheless, before we travel to Terra, there's a few things that we need to do. And you'll notice a little cut here because I actually saved my game here and I wasn't going to do this during this segment, but I figured that it makes sense for me to do it now because otherwise the next segment would be very short. So travel to Quan's dwelling and we're going to get a pair of running shoes by doing this, and we'll also get to witness a cutscene with Quina and Vivi. Just make sure you have Quina in your party. This cutscene gives us a little bit more information on Vivi's grandfather. It's a very nice cutscene. And once again with Quina, you know it's going to be hilarious. Don't ask me how Quell got here, but there's Vivi's grandfather. So yeah, even though it's quite a random scene, it actually teaches a valuable lesson. You need to have imagination. So that's quite a nice cutscene, but before you leave, make sure you check the clock and you'll get a pair of running shoes, which, as you know, teach the auto-way stability. And now from here we're going to travel to Treno, where we're going to deliver 2 more Stelazzio coins to Queen Stella, and we're also going to head towards the weapons shop so that Zidane can battle another monster. We'll get 2 nice rewards for doing this, so that's why I wanted to deliver the Stelazzio coins now. We'll also get 30,000 gil for delivering the Capricorn, if memory serves me right. There we go. And now let's just go to the weapons shop and then we can leave. And we will be ready to head towards Terra. Well, first we need to go to the Shimmering Islands, but then we can head towards Terra. This monster can cast Bio, so make sure you have the antibody ability. Aside from that, you really don't need to worry all that much. It can fly up in the sky, and if it does, you'll need the long reach ability to strike it down, or you can just use Thievery if you are using Zidane, because you can use any character you want. But in 2 turns we'll get this done, 2 Thievery attacks will be enough. So there we go. As you can see, it's a very simple fight. And we'll get another pair of running shoes. So we have 3 pairs now. But that's going to be it for this segment, my friends. We're just going to leave Treno. Make sure you capture some more frogs before you head towards the Shimmering Islands, because it will be a while before we get to come back. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later for the next part. Take care.